Hello and welcome. Welcome to Talking Stick Tarot. If you're here, there is a message in this reading for you. My name is Dane. Welcome. Today, the unicorns wanted to come out. It feels like there's magic afoot. Whatever that is, I believe when this reading will be posted is around the 1st of September. So we are in the process of starting a new month. And I have been hearing for a very long time that September is a very big month for us. The divine has been bringing that to me from June to September, but September is kind of the, I don't want to say finale, but the kaboom of it kind of thing, to where the energies kind of come together. Everything that we have been working on are coming kind of to a head in September. So there will be realization. That kind of an energy is what they're talking about. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what they threw out here. Shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive. Pay it forward. Okay. I don't really have to say any more about that. We'll see what else comes forward in the rest of the reading. Refreshing oasis. Nurture yourself. Gather your strength. Yes. Because there is something big that is on the horizon, and you are going to need your strength. You are going to be able to need to stand within your truth. You are, everything that you have been working on in learning how to do what it is that you are doing. For those on a spiritual path, your guidance may be tested. Okay? You may find that something steps forward that is unexpected, that might really test your faith, I want to say. Test your faith in whatever it is that you have been working on. And when the unicorns step in, it really is about magic. So this could be something that you find to be unbelievable, unexpected, that you're like, that can't possibly be, because that's magic. And that just doesn't happen. But they are bringing that forward. Okay? Allow yourself to be able to receive the gifts. There's a white rose on here too. This is purity as well. Talking about purity. Something that you have earned. Something you have earned. There's a lot of cards flew out of here. So the ones that hit the floor, I'm just going to put back in the deck. And let's see what else they bring. Moonlight, enchant, magic. Come on. I told you there was magic. We have some really, really big, like we have 2 new moons in Virgo, and we also have an eclipse in the second new moon. And I think that's, I don't know, 3rd week in September, something like that. They have been giving me the number 22 as a really big number, and I'm not sure if it lands maybe close to that or on that. But they have been giving me that as a really, really big number, the number 22. And here we've got 24, 25 with the magic. Okay. Wise woman of the grove, grace. This almost looks, this is a treasure chest, but when I looked at it, it looked like stairs going up. So a rise in some way. Well, look at this, 48, 49. 24, 25. Isn't that interesting? This card wants to come. Dragonfly Spirit, change. Yeah. You are going to be having definitely some really big changes from what I have felt in this energy and just the cards that have come out right off the hop here. And this deck, this Golden Future deck, has been talking to me about a lot of telepathy, teleporting, the new future, the things that we have only dreamed of being able to do. And it feels like you're going to get a big surprise, something that you are going to have a hard time really believing and wrapping your head around it. But you are going to have to trust and have faith in what you have been learning, your instincts, your intuition. You're going to have to trust it more than ever. And stand true to yourself, not to allow others to dissuade you or sway you. Okay? It's interesting. Okay, family relationships. Attune heart to heart. Attune heart to heart. The super love portal. Well, that's interesting. Heart to heart and the super love portal. 3, 4, 5. Again, an ascension of numbers here. There's something about these moons in sequence somehow that is going to bring you into a higher state of awareness. It will seem unbelievable and untrue, but you must trust. You must trust your intuition, and you must trust what you feel and what your guides are bringing you. And that's hard for us sometimes. We have a tendency to, like, seeing is believing, they say, but in this instant, seeing might be unbelievable. So it may test you on different levels than you have been tested on previously. Okay. Communal markets. There's a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Look at this. 22. Double digits. 11 and 20. And here's another 2. Community life. The law. Act with common sense and responsibility. Trust that all you need will come to you. Embrace fifth dimensional society. And that is what is happening here, is that you are moving into a new consciousness that is going to feel like it is surreal. And it is surreal. But you've been working at it for so long that it is hard for you to believe that it is finally coming into fruition. You've been hearing about it. You've been dreaming about it. You have been talking about it. All of these things that we do, when we have an expectation, right? And then all of a sudden, here it is, and you see it, and you're like, well, can I really believe that? Is it really here? Like, it's been a long time in the coming. There's going to be almost a little bit of backpedaling. Oh my gosh, they told me to look at the bottom. Unicorns. I had the unicorn deck come forward. I had this deck come forward that has unicorns on the cover, and now I turn this deck over. All 3 decks that I've used have had unicorn within them. stepping in them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up. The waters of the planet is on the bottom of the deck after I removed the unicorn. So let's see what we have from the sacred light, what they wish to reveal to us. But there is definitely magic afoot. It's really interesting with this being the first reading I'm putting out for September. I tried to do a couple of readings a couple of days ago, and there was a client that was in the apartment, and I had a hard time moving past the energy to get into the energy. It's almost like I couldn't reach the frequency I needed to reach in order to do the reading. And I understand why now when I see the energy that is stepping forward here with this. Because it is the new frequency, and the new frequency is of the healed avatar, the healing of the past woundings. It is healed energy, therefore it resonates at a very high frequency. And I actually did a channeling about healing the woundings and the triggerings and being able to move through it, that we must recognize it, we must acknowledge it, take responsibility for it, show it, and move through it. We can't hide it. And that is coming forward with this as a really important aspect of the healing, is to not hide what it is that we have experienced. The inner oracle. You are the channel. Deja vu. Self-fulfilling prophecy. This is simply a confirmation that all that you have been brought to you within your downloads, your channels, your whispers from your guides are all true. And it's really hard for us to believe that, because it's harder for us to believe in our light and our power than it is for us to believe that we are not powerful. It's way easier to shrink than it is to expand. Bottom of the deck here, we have galactic vibration, personal conviction, raising your resilience, direct channel. Again, they talk about the channel here. Do we have anything else from this deck? Do we have anything else? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Well-being, self-preservation, service to spirit, and youthful experience. Whenever I see this card in this deck, this reminds me of Mary Magdalene with the red cloak. Mary Magdalene came forward with the Divine Mother, Lady Portia, and the dark feminine Lilith, Callie, and Morgan on new moon to bring forward a grid clearing with the dragons. For me, that is on my other channel, my Cosmic Dragon channel. If that's something you're interested, you can always go back, and it's not just new moon. Like, that's something that people don't understand, is that these portals are available to us. They are stronger at certain times. They are easier for us to access at certain times, but they are still available. It's not like they say, okay, it's available here, now bang, the door is closed, you can no longer access that energy. That's just not true. The difference is the more ease that we can access it, the thinner the veil is for us to be able to access it at that time. It is more in alignment. Okay? That portal is aligned. And the frequency is more aligned for us to be able to have easier access. It doesn't mean we never have access at any other time. Okay? Just so you're aware of that. So whenever I do my channels and we are aligned with a certain energy, you can still go back and do them at different times and allow that energy to move through. And when that is in alignment for that, it will automatically come through you. Okay? Interesting. Okay. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to Lemuria. This is fascinating the way they're pulling me into the oracles here. Like it's like the oracles, I don't know, they have so much to say on a different level. This card wants to come. It's like talking about the oracle. Well, here we've got the inner oracle, direct channel, which is an oracle. Let's see what we have. Okay, that's why. High heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. They are trying to move you into accepting that healed version of yourself. When we have been in pain for so long and we have been in the wounding of our soul for so long, that it is really hard for us to be able to move past that energy because it is familiar to us. We are so used to sitting within that particular frequency or vibration, the habitual behavior that we have that goes along with it, all that patterning, our reactions, our responses, um, the way we live. It is really, really difficult for us to be able to move into this energy of bliss with the opening of the higher heart. And I feel that the higher heart is opening with everything that has happened over the last period of time, and with this new moon and the full moon coming and the next new moon with the eclipse as well, that this is opening up to a really huge heart opening. And this is the high heart chakra, which really allows us to love unconditionally and to love ourselves unconditionally as well. When we speak about unconditional love, it is not just everyone, it is recognizing that we are all one. Okay, we are all one, and that includes us. Everything that we do reflects and embodies everything else upon the planet. Okay, so it is more than just a single journey, and yet with our journey, we must realize that we are the center of our journey, and as we are the center of our journey, everything else is reflected and magnetized back to us and back and forth to us with everything that is around us. They are saying, like, they are showing me things pulling and out and in and out and all around us. It is like we were on this spinning spiral, and these things are entering and exiting and entering and exiting, and we have full reign of what it is that we want to choose around us and who it is that we wish to involve within our life, who it is that we wish to associate with, the frequency that we are driving, that and that is then driving us. It's fascinating. Okay, and then we have earth, nurture nature. And it's interesting how we've got these nature things that wanted to come in here as well. And then we have balanced forces. Yeah, and it is balanced. It is all about giving and receiving. It is that balance of, dark and light. Okay, body and spirit, mind and emotion. It is a balance that allows us to experience this life in a really beautiful way. On the bottom of the deck here, we have evolution. And that is exactly what is happening. We are evolving. We are evolving into a state of where we are we are realizing that we are not what's the word, Spirit? That we are sovereign beings and we are not at the what is the word that explains it? Basically, that no one else can dictate to us who we are or how we behave, that we are a sovereign being. And that is what this is talking about here, that we have evolved into that state of being. But within the evolution of that state of being, we must claim that. We must claim our sovereignty. That is what evolution is all about. You have to stand up for what it is that you believe in. Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So this is really about you standing up for what you believe in. It doesn't mean you have to believe in what everyone else believes in. It just means that you know what your beliefs are. Okay? No one else has to agree with you. You only have to own it. So let's see what the Egyptians have. Ooh, my body feels like it's shaking. That there's a big tremor of energy that is moving through, that it's about to erupt, that there is something that something is about to change in a big way. It's almost like a releasing, like when you go through trauma and your body shakes like that, that releases the trauma. It's our muscles that release all of that. And that's what it feels like a releasing, a shaking off of all the old trauma. Arihanaya kishkataya. Aro atikai. Aro atikai wo anakita. Kitarihayana. What do we have from Egypt? Fruitfulness, prosperity, abundance. And this can be something different for each of you. Really beautiful. It's a beautiful reading. I'm just going to get some tarot to see if we can get some kind of timing on this. Advice and timing, perhaps, because this is beautiful. And this is really talking about the new energy, balancing that energy, really moving together with that, moving into the abundance, the belief that we are worthy of that abundance, of the love, right? Of the love, of the trust, right? Attuning your heart to that love. Okay, what else do we have for this group, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. There we go. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is all about healing. You've been in a state of healing, like I said at the very beginning of this reading. They said that there had been a lot of healing and you were coming out of that your woundings were healed, and now you were able to embody and embrace your life on a more of a magical level, and that magical frequency is coming towards you, but you must be open to receive it. Yeah. Justice. Justice. Balance again. Talking about balance again. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. They're really bringing to me that, the number 2, 11 is a 2 when it's reduced as well. And then the 2 of Pentacles is as well for, the timing, which is what I asked for within this card. So you may be looking at, 2 weeks to 2 months for you. And I'm not really surprised by that at all, because within a couple of weeks, we are going to have that full moon. That is going to be a release, which is what they talked about, the release of being healed of this energy so that you can embrace it. Okay? And then we have, oh my God, you guys, did I not say magic was afoot? There's the magician himself, and there is the star. That's the healing card. Healing, healing, like I said. The very beginning of this reading, magic is in the air, and it is because you have healed. You've healed those woundings, the pain, the suffering. You have acknowledged them. You have taken responsibility for your part in them. You own it as part of yourself, but it does not define you as an individual. You are able to move beyond that, creating balance, within your life, and manifesting a world that is full of love and abundance, which is what you have been seeking. This is so incredibly beautiful. Thank you for joining me with your beautiful energy here today. If you resonate with the reading, hit that subscribe button, the like, leave me a comment. I read them all. And until next time, please remember to always let love be your guide.